Hello and welcome to episode 156 of the Rollo and Slappy Show. Today is August 5th, 2019. I am Rollo McFlugel, and with me is Slappy Jones 2, and we are both from McFlugel.com. The show notes page for this episode will be McFlugel.com/156, where we'll link to things we talk about. And also you can check out LibertyMugs.com, where we now offer stickers, so go buy some of them. Ooh. So with that, I'm going to hand it right over to Slappy, and he's going to introduce our guest for this episode.
Cool. Thanks, Rollo. So today we're going to be talking about gardening with our special guest. He is the brains of the operation, the smartest and best-looking host of his show. In 2018, People Magazine named him sexiest host of the Friends Against Government podcast. Welcome back to the show, Car Campit.
Damn it. You almost had me there. I was going to say, thank you, Slappy. Your Bitcoin is in the mail.
Wait. As if this night couldn't get any worse. Okay. Hey, Bird.
Hey. How are you? I like how you were ranting. You stopped to record the intro, but I could still hear your anger.
That was the most difficult intro I've ever done.
You need to. We used to do this. I went on Mance's show one time, and we had technical difficulties, and he didn't record his rant about it. And I feel like recording the rant about why this episode almost didn't happen is probably better than talking about cucumbers. So why don't you?
Yeah, you just cancel the episode at this point.
Can you walk us through the disaster that just happened? Because I'm not sure I still fully understand it.
Okay.
So, wait, let me just say that at about 10 after 8, I sent Rollo a text saying, sorry I'm late, but I'm ready to go.
Yeah. I
texted him 15 minutes early, and I said, you ready, Freddie? And he was like, yup, give me 1 second.
That was the knife twist, Slappy. And you texted that. It was just like, ugh. All right, so this actually started like 3 weeks ago.
It did.
You're probably wondering how I got into this situation.
Well, our feed just like died.
Your feed died. That's what it was? Because I noticed we're using Zoom, which is like the unlicensed doctor in the back of the van of all recording software.
Yeah, so we don't know if this episode's actually going out.
I wonder.
I hope it says recording. I'm trusting that it is.
Oh man, that would be something else.
We did a test run, right?
That would be something else.
Just don't even push those buttons.
I really should be recording this just in case, but I won't.
You jerk. So like, remember there were like 3 weeks ago, like the people were like, dude, the podcast episode's not coming out. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
2 or 3 weeks ago, I forget. Mm-hmm. And for whatever reason, the podcasting service we were using just like died. I didn't touch anything. Nothing changed, but it just stopped sending it out. And then it kind of did. So, and then of course, last week we released like the most important episode that we've ever done.
That was with James Nixon?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And it doesn't go out. And so I switched everything over to Anchor. And it was
moved. Okay.
Yeah, it was painful.
I'm sure.
And so now I'm like, all right, we got Anchor. It's going to be nice and smooth and easy. So, you know, before I sent everything out, I went up and took a shower. So, you know, was kind of...
You got to remain clean.
Yeah, I went for a run earlier. And so...
always with the athletic boasting. I don't know.
Yeah. It's my brand.
Yeah, it is. Sure.
Also, I did not tell you it was your turn to speak, guest.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I was coming out of the shower. Life was good. I'm like, oh, I'm fresh and clean to this podcast episode. And I like touched my eye. And I wear gas permeable contact lenses.
Okay.
And so they're like not the soft kind. They actually like are hard, a little bit hard.
Okay.
And it shifted in my eyeball.
Oh my God.
And that happens a lot, whatever. You just kind of rub your eye. But this one, like, it wasn't that bad, but it was like someone was sticking an ice pick in my eye.
Oh, my God.
But I got it right away. And in my head, I thought, oh, that's kind of weird. The ones that are easy to get right back on your pupil, are the ones that hurt the most. And as I was doing that, I was patting myself with the towel, and I patted my other eye too hard, and it got suction cupped on my other contact, got suction cupped on the side of my eyeball.
What in the fuck?
So I had to
I
get,
just avoid contact lenses.
I had to get one of the, the Flossiers, the flossers on the, like the,
Yeah.
with the pick on the end.
Oh God.
So I had to just like kind of try to break the seal with that.
Jesus.
And then I got it enough that it like was able to move around on my eyeball, and then it went back on. So I was already just like not in a great mood. And then I come down here, I'm like, oh, Bert, just give me a minute. Just got to set up the YouTube live stream. And for months, they've been warning about this. August 1st, they're changing everything. But I thought, how bad could it be? And August 1st is so far away. Well, today is August 5th. So I go, and it says, oh, you got to do something a little different. Okay, not a big deal. It's the year 2019, so things should be really easy to do with this kind of stuff.
This is the opposite of a free market success story.
No, we're not doing a free market success story.
Wait, there's got to be some kind of fallacy we should call them out on.
And so I go, and it says like, all right, you need an encoder. Okay, whatever. Just download this thing. So I go to click it, and it says like, you could do a free 30-day trial, or have the special and buy it for $179. I'm like, okay, whatever. Let me download it. Well, as I'm trying to download it, my computer decides to update and shuts down. All right. So I go back in, start it up again, and it finally opens up. And I'm looking in this thing, and whatever the people at YouTube, like their instructions did not work. Like it just was wrong.
Which is shocking. Shocking to me.
It's like horribly wrong. Like nothing was there. And so I finally like kind of figured stuff out, and I just got to the point where I said, I can't, it's already been an hour of me trying to figure this out. Bird's like, oh, you have a time limit because I'm like cool. And then I said, well, Zoom tends to work for people. And so I went into Zoom, doing the free version, and we have 40 minutes. So now we're down to like 34 minutes. 29 minutes.
That's good.
So we've already wasted like so much.
I don't feel like that was a waste. I'm getting a kick out of hearing your anger, your defeat, all of these emotions I crave to see on my timeline. I'm getting right now.
Well, at least your fiber internet's making you come through pretty well.
That's right. Yeah, that's correct. Apparently I could get fiber. I'm thinking about doing it, paying the extra bill just to annoy him. Because that takes away a lot from him. That's a lot of his ammo right there. That and Man of the Cloth, which I need to stop that as soon as possible.
Yeah, Bert is being an idiot on the timeline.
Yeah, that's true. He is. He's irresponsible.
Yeah. So we're here
Yeah.
because I have it pulled up. This was July 10th.
Uh-huh. By the way, I want to remind you, you got the guy who's from the Queens to talk about gardening.
I just bought some topsoil, and that's my experience with gardening.
Right,
Perfect.
right.
Well, good. That means I'm the expert because I own a tractor.
There it was. You still managed to get it in those 29 minutes. There you go. Not bad.
I've never failed. I've never failed.
A real professional.
So back on July 9th, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez said, she quoted the tweet with when there's now this videos about gardening. And she says, growing your own food is very satisfying. We like to pop outside, pluck some greens, and throw them on the pan after a rinse. It's way better for the environment, too. Gardens can sequester more carbon than lawns. Plus, no mowing and no gasoline. Let's bring back victory gardens. So I quoted that tweet. And I said,
what's a victory garden?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
I said, growing your own food is a hobby unless you're an actual farmer. Let's not make it more than it is. And
just shattering every agorist's dreams. I can't sustain myself on 12 feet of ground.
So here comes the communist Birdarchist. Rollo, let her have this one. This is one of the only good things she's ever said.
It's true.
It's not. No,
it is true. Listen, a political candidate telling people to do something is fucking better than them telling them to do fucking nothing like normal. It's at least he's telling.
So wait, you know what a victory garden is?
Yeah, I do. It was a little freaking window garden that they had during World War II to help encourage food supply or some shit like that. Am I
Seriously?
correct there?
Yeah, because the government was so bad at trying to ration food that they're like, you like, hey, average city,
Grow like 5 tomatoes.
yeah, you need to like start using your lawn to produce food because we tried to ration everything and it's awful. So I don't like. So okay, so here's the thing: a lot of people were upset with my tweet.
Including Bird.
Yeah, clearly.
I was.
Bird loves AOC.
That's
Yeah.
wait, is AOC your rep?
That may or may not be true. Yes.
Okay.
Which means he voted for her.
Right.
So, so here's the like I see this a lot in the libertarian spheres, and not just on Twitter. This was like I remember I was at a libertarian meetup in Philly. This was like years ago. And someone said to me, he's like, if you don't grow your own food, you are not a good libertarian. And I was like, okay.
So how do you not? Shut the fuck up. How do you not just like? This is what's gonna get me into fights at Childeberg. That's gonna come out a lot. Shut the fuck up.
But there's a lot of people in libertarian circles that say like, oh, growing your own food is like one of the, just such a great thing that's against the government. And even to the point of people saying like, well, we can just, you have your community, we all grow our own food and you don't have to rely on the corporate and government regulated sponsored food industry.
Sure.
And it's
like
like,
get a big fucking field then, huh? You need a
it's
really
like,
big field.
hold on, time out. I love my garden. I have a garden. I talk about tractors every single episode. Half of my Twitter feed is me posting pictures of the fruits and vegetables of my labor in my garden.
Sure.
It's a hobby. Like maybe there's some ancillary benefits that, since you're not participating in the state sponsored thing, I'm not going to say it's not agorist, but like, can we just cool it with the, this is like, just we're destroying the state by having a vegetable garden in our backyard.
You gotta be able to pat yourself on the back when you don't do anything else, right?
Yeah, and
That's true.
Right. And that's and I'm not saying like people that post like the cool like gardening stuff, and because I also want to get into aquaponics. Like that's awesome. I love this.
Is that where you grow weed? What is that?
Yeah, with like an end of a leaf.
It's you have like this like little tank of water that you can like grow plants inside.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really neat. And I know like Jake from Tasting Anarchy, he had the tilapia, and I think that's really neat. If you're into that, like absolutely go for it.
At least you can survive off of tilapia.
I would last about a half a day on an entire vegetable.
I was going to say, Slappy, you and me, we need at least 3 tilapia a day.
Well, that's the other thing. Like cows don't grow on trees. Like
that's right. They grow in bushes.
So like if you want to sustain yourself on farming, like you need a lot more than just like
right
a vegetable garden.
right
it just blows my mind a lot because it's
But that being said, we were talking about when this happened, if you are someone who just wants to completely ignore the state and go buy a plot of land somewhere or whatever and live off it, I would say that's pretty agorist.
Sure. I mean, but the thing is,
you can't.
Do that because you want to.
You also can't sustain a family on a plot of land unless you are a farmer.
Well, I can. I know that.
Yeah, there's a reason.
Division of labor.
I'm doing like the hands to the mouth, like calling out to everyone. There's a reason why people stopped being subsistence farmers as soon as they were really crappy factory jobs that like killed half the people.
Right.
A horrible, awful life.
Yeah.
So, let's not deny the division of labor.
That's what I thought it was, right? Like, wait a minute, aren't you a capitalist of some kind or another? There's like a whole deal here that you're ignoring. Like,
Yeah, I
there's
could pay someone else to do the food.
right, yeah, which you do presently,
Yes, exactly.
and it works just
Works pretty well.
Get a bulb of garlic for 12 cents. It's like great, perfect.
It's like my grandmother crochets. So now she just made a doily or something. I guess she's an agorist too.
I was gonna say, are we in the doily market? Are you an agorist?
Well, she gives me the doily, and I don't have to buy one at the store now. And
it's a doily. I'm too young for this. I don't know what a doily is.
Just roll with it. I don't even know if you crochet doilies. Happy? This is your realm.
There you go.
But just like throwing cucumbers at the government isn't going to, like, they don't care if you're growing a garden.
Yeah, if you want to be an agorist, grow opium and sell it to get your food. That'll.
Again, I'm not saying don't do any of this.
Yeah, do
but
it.
And not even, and I'm not even saying that don't like say like you're being an agorist by doing, because there is a degree of agorism by doing that, and I support agorism even if it's little bits. But the part of the problem is when people talk about, like, I think they go a little bit overboard and they make people feel like that if they're not growing their own food, especially if they have a yard, that they're doing something wrong being a libertarian. And here's the thing, it's difficult. It's like you have to enjoy having a garden to do it. And it can get expensive. And also, bugs are a pain in the butt. And weeds are awful. It is not like I have 4 raised beds and some other areas that I grow stuff. And I'm out there a lot doing just whatever.
Yeah. It's kind of funny when now that you just mentioned like keeping the bugs away. Do you know what industry is far more wrapped up in the state than most of the food industry? Shit like Monsanto.
Oh yeah.
Which you're gonna need anyway in order to grow food. And I don't know, unless you want to rub. I don't know. What do you do if you don't have Monsanto's anti-pest stuff? What do you do?
Neem oil.
Do you yell at the bugs until they go away?
You sit there and ice water.
Yeah.
It's funny. I don't know. People like I don't know what it is about. I don't know. I guess it's libertarians' version of virtue signaling, right? Everybody likes patting themselves on the fucking back for doing absolutely nothing. What is that?
I think that's universal.
It is. That's what I'm saying. Everybody. I don't understand it. I don't get it. So, Rollo, does this mean you're like an anti-vegan now? You're just not. You refuse to grow anything anymore.
I ate cucumber salad for dinner tonight.
For dinner
from your garden?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my god.
Next to my steak.
Which I assume you didn't grow.
No, I bought that from the vegan meat factory farm where they whatever. No, that was actual cow that I did not. I bought from a store.
Yeah, right.
And it was delicious.
And I'm sure it was delicious. And I'm sure you're still a libertarian. That's weird too, right? The person said you're not a real libertarian if you don't grow your own food. That's such like a generic and all-encompassing thing that growing your own food has to be the qualifier for it. It's kind of funny.
Well, this guy was also a dingus.
Who was it, Greg?
No.
Greg's kind of a dingus.
No, this is actually like the guy that you go to a libertarian meetup and actually like aggravates you.
Was it Kyle?
No, I don't know that anyone would know who this person is outside of some Philly circles.
Oh man, well good, we'll keep him there. How do you feel? You feel better? Was that a little catharsis for you?
A little bit, but I'm still. Oh, you know what? It was like a week or two ago when Pete Raymond had Parabiolin on.
Mm.
That was my greatest moment of catharsis when it got brought up about growing your own food and in like a libertarian society. And Pear's like, well, I mean, you could do it as a hobby, I guess, but
I was like, yeah. Did you say it like that? That's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, I was pumping my fist in my car.
Wait a minute, I'm confused. So what made you so angry about it when like when this happened. When
All right, do you want me to read the responses to my tweet?
Sure.
Okay. Hold on. Gotta get through the... Wait.
Uh-oh. They deleted their tweets. That's funny.
No, I grow my own food as a hobby right now, but someday I hope to... okay. I grow my own food right now as a hobby, but someday I hope to be able to microfarm from my own food source. Encouraging people to grow vegetables isn't the worst thing to do, regardless of the motive. I reject that because to say that you should not have a lawn because of global warming and not using gasoline is stupid. And also...
You're in the industry.
These Liberty Farms. Also, whatever they were, what were they called?
Liberty Gardens.
Yeah, these Liberty Gardens, like
Victory Gardens.
Victory Gardens. It's on the premise of like,
right. It was done because if you don't do it, you're gonna starve to death. But like they had food. It's not like people would grow it in addition to going to the supermarket. It wasn't a subsistence.
You can't live off that.
No, you can't. You just can't. I don't know. Rollo, I feel like you got a little too testy about it. I'm going to be totally honest with you here. I feel like AOC said something that was good and you spurged and then everyone else spurged around you. And
well, the problem with the spurging that I have of some of the people is that they were acting like I was saying you shouldn't grow your own food.
Well, that's ridiculous.
And I'm like, no, it's a hobby.
But that's what you meant.
Yeah, because I consider hobbies to be things that you hate doing.
That doesn't sound like what a hobby is at all.
Exactly. So when I say, yeah, growing your own food, it's a hobby. You shouldn't tell people not to do that.
Well, yeah, you never once said don't do it. You just were saying this is not the idea. Her specific idea is not a good idea, which it is not based on what you've said.
Yeah, and I just get a little bit spurgy.
Believe me,
and Bert, I'm also just not in the greatest of moods right now.
Well, I'm not. Yeah, but that wasn't on July 9th. And you've been holding this grudge now for nearly a month. It's kind of funny. This is my first solo episode on here, and it was a disaster to get it going. And Rollo's just really angry. It's like a treat. It's like a real treat.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Well, Rollo, so okay, I have a question. I'm thinking about growing my own food source, right? What would you recommend I start with?
A Glock 9mm, and you can eat that. Go ahead.
That was better than anything I was fishing for. That was good.
All right, so you're a city slicker, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so what?
I could get an arrow garden.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's that?
Maybe grow some basil.
Yeah, you grow a little herb windowsill garden, maybe.
Yeah, something like that. Right. I'm screwed, aren't I? If there's a boogaloo.
I mean, do you have like a roof or anything?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Do you have any like outside space?
I hate to tell you this, Rollo. It's hard where I live. It's real difficult to not go to the supermarket.
Yeah, I mean, if I lived where you lived, I'd probably grow that Glock too.
Yeah, I'm trying. Slappy, what do you think? Was Rollo too angry? Did he? You're his co-host. What do you think his reaction was?
This is a non-issue to me. Like I didn't care one way or the other. I don't garden. I don't plan on gardening.
That's the best answer possible because it just shows nobody cares.
Which is the response that Slappy has at most things I text him about.
Right. So
the thing that Rollo's angry, there's a whole other world that no one but Slappy knows about things that piss me off, and he's just I don't really care.
A text message at 8 a.m. The traffic into work bothers me.
I'm a very needy person.
Yeah, you just need a hug and to grow your own cucumbers. I get it.
The cucumbers are actually doing really well.
Well, that's good.
So is the yellow squash.
That's good. I would call that a victory, wouldn't you?
Garden.
Garden. Oh man, I love this. This is good. Rollo, what other topics make you really angry? How much time do we have and how angry can I get you?
We've got like 12 minutes.
Oh, perfect. That's
we got,
great.
11 minutes now. So we got to make sure we do the outro.
Talk about, I know something that'll get him going. Ask
Okay.
how he thinks venture capitalism or venture capitalists do managing an oil refinery.
Look at his face. Look at his face. He's so mad.
Next topic.
I live for this. I live for it. This is great. Okay. How about this? I'm trying to think here. Okay, what do you like about AOC?
I don't know.
Yeah, damn it.
Nothing.
Well, of all her tweets, because
Yeah, that's what I think boggled my mind.
Did she go after the cop, Kamala Harris?
she did?
I think you're thinking of Tulsi Gabbard, but you might also be thinking of AOC.
What do you think of Tulsi?
She went after someone about being a warmonger. I was like, oh, that's good.
Well, that is good. That is good. I'd call that a victory, wouldn't you?
Yes, but not a victory garden.
It's funny too, like Slappy, like you just said, the tweet for Rollo to get so angry about and so gatekeepy about. I can't believe it. I can't believe it was one about subsistence. I can't believe it. Look at him. Look at him. He's fuming. He's fuming. It's great. It's great.
Well, it's funny. I invite you on the show, and then I just dominate the talking for the first 30 minutes.
I mean, I'm okay with that. It seems like when I go on other people's podcasts, all I try and do is get them to talk. I don't know. So this is good. And the fact that you're angry kind of really helps it. I'm proud of this performance.
So tell us a little bit about you. How are you dealing with the Texas heat this time of year?
Well, it's okay. You know, if I was less gay, it would be easier to deal with. But it's.
Okay.
I hope Picard tunes in at that moment. I hope he tunes in at that moment and then just tunes out. I really do. No, it's fine. You know, they in New York. Speaking of subsistence farming, how it would not work in New York. We had like a string of 103s recently. I mean, you're pretty close. You probably got that string of.
Oh yeah.
Too. That was brutal. That was miserable. That was really terrible. Did not like it at all. Yeah. How are we gonna unstatify the air conditioning sector? That's what we need to worry about.
Is that statified? Explain this.
Probably.
Sure it is.
Train is just like an arm of the government.
Probably. I'm doing good, Rollo. How are you?
So,
how you feeling?
Bert, explain this Friends Against Government deal with Marianne. What's her name?
Yeah, and why'd you jump off? What happened that made you?
Why no more?
You know,
I was telling all my friends to vote for her.
I had people. I was sitting. I was with a friend of mine who was with his fiance and her family, and they got talking about the latest Democrat debate. And they were talking about how excited they were. Like, actually, not unironically, talking about how just giving like their analysis of it and talking about all the people they liked, and they go, and this Marianne Williamson, I was really impressed with her. And I'm sitting there being like, we just got a gift.
I saw.
So apparently we can keep going forever.
Oh, hell yeah. I saw that. We got a gift from someone. I don't know. That was interesting.
From Zoom.
Thanks, Zoom.
Thank you, Zoom. So we can just keep going indefinitely.
That was interesting. I don't know what that was. That you that did that? What was that?
No, it just popped up.
That's
I guess
weird.
We're on the home stretch, and they said, you know what? This Rollo McFlugel guy is doing such a fantastic job on this podcast.
I mean, I am.
Well. But go ahead. Yeah. Explain to us this Marianne Williamson thing. And also, I want to know why you guys, in your last episode, you're kind of stepping off a little bit.
Yeah, and we'll start with that topic.
It's a joke. Obviously, it's a joke.
But though, Well, okay, my whole garden thing's a joke then too.
It is. big secret. I don't know, man. Two things, I guess. I feel like I hopped on that train really early, and
Before it was cool.
and the thing where she was chastising all the white people in the room made me, as a Italian American, relatively uncomfortable. Not fully.
What did she say about white people?
She was like, I don't know. She made white people apologize for slavery
that
or
prayer,
something.
that prayer thing that she made every
Yeah, and that too, and the whole like Christianity not really thing really bothers me. And
Why, you like a Lutheran or something?
no, you know what I am, you fucker. It just bothers me. I don't, I get it. She's like a California mom, and she's harmless, but okay. She's irritating. She's irritating because she's a political candidate, and she just says irritating things all the time. I mean, if you follow her enough, which I followed her for a little while because I was genuinely curious, there's a whole lot of gun grabbing and a whole lot of bullshit and a whole lot of nonsense that you have to take along with her. And, I thought it was going to be funny, but she's too active on Twitter for it to be funny. I see too many of her opinions.
Nothing's a mystery anymore.
It's not a mystery. It's like Andrew Yang was better because he kind of didn't use Twitter in the same way, and he knew how to do memes. She's just like really now, I think she thinks people actually are going to vote for her, and that's not funny anymore.
Right.
And she's a whack job, right? She is just a straight up whack job. So
Clearly.
I don't know. I can make a whole lot of jokes, and I think I had my fun with Marianne Williamson, and I'm going to have to dump her now, unfortunately. I'm going to have to tell her over the phone.
So who's the next Democrat you're going to support? It was AOC.
It depends on who it makes me laugh the most, honest, and who gives me the most followers by doing it. I really don't care otherwise.
Well, okay, so now, besides the jokes, what do you think about Tulsi Gabbard and going after Kamala Harris?
Tulsi Gabbard is a police officer, and she always will be a police officer. And it really, really, and I don't know whether you consider him a mutual friend, but a friend of mine, Dogman Respecter, Paz, comes on our podcast a lot.
Oh,
I
yeah.
went into his DMs at midnight, and I was just yelling at him about how just sick and tired I am of any time a marginally decent candidate says something within the libertarian scheme. There's just a lapdog parade that I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. The fact that she trashed Kamala Harris, I said it immediately, will not affect her numbers. It did not affect her numbers. And it's just a complete distraction. It's a total distraction. And it makes libertarians look like we have no fucking idea who we support. And I don't like it. I get it. She said something good about one of the easiest targets in this primary, a woman who imprisons people for kids not going to school. I get it. She's an easy target. Big fucking whoop. I hate intensely, and I can feel myself getting angry now. I hate that just because someone says something good, we can't stop talking about them for the next 2 days.
So why are you so excited about AOC tweeting about gardening?
I like that she encourages, self-subsistence, things of that nature. It's a great tweet, and I'm going to praise her a lot. No, I you know what I mean, though? It's
Absolutely.
I get it.
Rollo, you
There's
probably
100%.
because we talk about this often enough in our little four-man
Three man, one woman.
whatever you want to call it, 3-man in car. And we talk about it enough. It's just the bandwagoning because we don't actually have anybody who we really support.
We don't have anyone who says anything.
Embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Yes.
We got Bill Weld.
Yeah, right. You're right. A great candidate for us.
It's one thing to be like, all right, Tulsi Gabbard said something good, and she has half of her foreign policy stuff is.
I was gonna say she says has good foreign policy opinions.
Sometimes.
Why are we praising her for being a human? I don't get praised for having good anti-war opinions. Why the fuck are we praising somebody who domestically will try and take everybody's weapons away and ability to protect themselves, will ruin the country with all the fucking freebie bullshit that she's going to promise to everybody, and she's not even going to get elected. So why are we clapping like seals over this person who has an opinion that if she didn't have it, we should be screaming at her because it means she wants to kill people? I'm really glad that there's one politician who's expressed that she doesn't immediately want to kill everybody in other countries. But
I think
a big thing to me.
So I think we said this on, how long ago was that, Rallo? Like 4 or 5 weeks ago we talked about her.
Yeah.
The fact that she has no shot at winning and won't win, I think, is some kind of reason to give her a platform to talk about war, if that's what she's going to talk about.
But Slappy, and if it was just that, awesome. But now it's bridging into, oh, she's not that bad. It's like, no.
I think she is that bad, like we were saying.
Distinctly that bad. And if she gets a moment to talk about anti-war, then talk about the anti-war message and stop praising her for being a human being. I don't know. It's just,
I totally agree there.
Use our message.
Now, if people are starting to get on board and really support her and everything like that, wouldn't be too great.
I don't know. And it also just, again, it seems like the two things that she chose to support, anti-war and shitting on Kamala Harris, are
good things
you do all the time, and they're easy things to do if you're a human being. I don't get it.
Yeah, but none of the other politicians are human beings, and
but she's not either. She's not either.
Right.
Obviously she's just a human being, but she's a lizard in the same sentence. She's still a lizard.
Yeah, I'm just happy to see that there's one person kind of doing it. And again,
she keeps getting Googled, and she's not getting Googled because she's saying free healthcare.
But here's my other thing. I think, again, the anti-war message is great. Her shitting on Kamala Harris, and Kamala Harris not even sniffing defeat, not even taking probably 2 points out in any poll, any reasonable poll, probably didn't go 2 points down because of that, and she's going to recover it anyway. The anti-war message from her is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
No. Yeah.
And again, I'm not chastising her for having a good message. I'm chastising everybody else who, because she has a human message, decides all of a sudden, oh my God, we need to stand everything that this person does. Oh, wait, until she talks about taking everyone's guns away. And then I guess we'll, crawl back into where we came from and ignore the fact that we stand her in the first place. It's like, don't you have some principles? I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you just praise the praise the good things that any of them say. But don't take the this means that so-and-so XYZ, Canada XYZ is good and we should support them.
And if you're listening to this and you have praised Tulsi Gabbard, believe me, I am not talking about you. I have a few specific people in mind who, if they were upset by me saying this, I couldn't give a shit anyway. There's I wish Clark Campbell would praise a political candidate. It would give me something to talk about.
Yeah, because he is pretty boring. I don't know how you do it.
Does he just shit on me when he comes on here? Is that what he does?
He has trouble forming sentences. He's a civil engineer. So I don't know what he's doing.
No, I just, it gets me really tired when, and it's big names. Again, it's not like if you said, oh my God, Tulsi Gabbard's got a good message here. Okay, great. It is a good message. I'm not arguing that. It's the idea that because she has this good message, just to compliment her now, you are ignoring all of the really horrible shit that she would do if she got into office still.
Right.
And all you're doing is you're not encouraging libertarians to vote for her because libertarians don't vote. Most of them don't vote or don't care to go out to the polls and vote. What you're doing is you're allowing her to say she has libertarians in her coalition now, like Yang. Like, because of that meme, Yang gets to go to those primaries and go, yeah, libertarians are on my side. Which
and he said that recently, didn't he?
He did. That's what I'm saying. For the vast majority of libertarians out there, they would go and vote for somebody who just included them in a conversation. And that's dangerous. It's dangerous to do that, especially with someone like Andrew Yang, who would shit this country up the river in 10 seconds. In 10 seconds, the minute he got in, he would sign something that would send us into a debt spiral that we would never get out of. Tulsi Gabbard is probably exactly the same. And honestly, we're probably going there anyway. But just, I don't know. I really believe in the movement. I really believe in what I believe. And I hate seeing other people who I know believe the same thing as me just kind of towing a line when they don't have to. You don't have to. You could say she has a good anti-war message, but there's like broaching on she's the best candidate out there. And whether or not that's true, stop. Don't you know what that looks like?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, we have libertarian candidates who, whether you like him or not, Bill Weld is a fucking 1,000 times better than Tulsi Gabbard. Other than war, in every other way, as much as you hate him, that guy's better. And that should
Like
put
Gary
it in
Johnson,
how
right?
not good she is.
What's that, Slappy?
I'm gonna say that was like Gary Johnson. He sucked too, but he was a million times better than any other
A
candidate.
million times. Yeah, I get it. And we
Right.
love to shit on Gary Johnson, which is okay because I don't really support Gary Johnson or the Libertarian Party. But again, like you say, much better candidate and should be the one getting the praise and encouragement because he's actually the closest to most of the shit we believe.
And there were people who considered themselves libertarian who supported Donald Trump. I mean, how'd
Sure.
that work out?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, this is why, I mean, all of what we're talking about is the reason why that I just don't care about politics, don't
Right.
care to get involved. Like, I have not watched a second of any of these primaries. I don't plan on watching them.
Oh man, I mean, you should
Something to
because
talk
they are
about.
Entertaining. I was
Yeah.
gonna say you should. Ironically, they are pretty entertaining. But I do very much believe in the political process because it's been the process that's worked in the past and not worked in the past, and it's the only process the average person has. And so I believe in it as much as it's a tool. And if it's a tool, you have to use the tool with care. And I guess if you don't believe in the political process, you shouldn't be praising Tulsi Gabbard because she's going to try and take your shit. And if you do believe in the political process, there's better political candidates for you to be supporting than that.
Yeah, that's why I'll leave it to people that like enjoy it or, you know, whatever. I mean, and you know, there are certain, I don't want to take this off of what you're talking about, but there are certain like local things that can get done that can improve things.
Oh, no, that's where it's at. That is,
Right.
I mean, the federal government is, while it's the biggest thorn in our side, it is the least relevant of all the governments around you. It is.
But
Yeah.
even still, I like my desire to get into local politics is like
Oh God,
at
no.
zero.
No. Right. That's like a young man's game, Rollo. And you're, what are you, 58? You're
Old age of
able to
50.
handle it with us.
Yeah, way older than you, Bird.
You gotta get Crispin in on it. He's a young lad.
It's true.
Did you see that video today that you must have actually, because I referenced
Yes.
you in it and I sent it to the text. That is one of the funniest videos I have ever seen in my entire life. It's a video, someone edited it clearly because that's not real, but I want to believe it
real.
is. It's a coyote walking down the sidewalk and next to it is Rollo McFlugel. It looks like Rollo McFlugel running and doing somersaults out of a trash and going, wee, 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 wee. It's incredible, Rollo. I'm really glad you did that for us. That's the kind of politics I need.
Well, you're laughing, but I'd like to see your reaction when you've a coyote chasing you.
I like the spin move you did to get out of the trash. It was very
Was pretty
agile.
good. You didn't know where I went.
It was good. And I like your war cry. It was good. Really enjoyed it. Rollo McFlugel 2020, the candidate with no arms who you need. That's
This
what
is
I
true.
say.
Can't push a nuclear button with no arms.
No, you cannot. That's true, but he does have both feet. Oh,
And
wait, do you
fruitcake.
not? Is that a part of the canon? Do you have feet, Rollo? Is it?
Yes, of course I have feet.
What do you think I am? Some kind of freak?
Yeah. Come on, Bird.
Oh, man.
You
Yeah,
don't have, you don't have arms either. You have wings.
That's right. I forgot I'm a bird.
I have arms.
Yes, I thought you were a tree stump.
Yes,
I
that
think
just doesn't have anything.
Yeah, I'm just a stump.
He's got roots. He's got roots.
And he grows his own food.
Correct.
Just photosynthesis is to stay alive.
Right. There you go. It doesn't taste good, but it works.
I'm good for the environment.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, probably
I
poison
don't,
oak or something.
am I, everyone, I'm sure your commenters will let me know if I'm out of line here, but yeah, I don't feel like I am. I've seen a whole lot of Tulsi praising, and she's not worth it. She's really not. She's really not. But I don't have a solution.
No, I hear. I mean, I agree with what you're saying.
This might be my Victory Garden moment, except mine matters more because I believe it. But
Where's the mute button?
I'm
There it is.
Wait, did you really mute him?
unmuted now.
Okay. So what do you got going on over at the Friends Against Government podcast? What can you tell us about?
Nothing
I'll
good.
tell you, we got a nice lineup coming up. Actually, let me give the listeners over there a bit of a lineup.
Boring guest number one. Boring guest.
No, dude, I think you're gonna be like, how did you do that? That's pretty interesting. First of all, we got Mike Trant coming up soon, which that guy's awesome.
Another one of our sloppy. Dude, all you do is just get our sloppy second.
That's not a sloppy. At this point, it's not a sloppy second. It's been a year.
Slappy. Do you want to be the tiebreaker here?
We did have him on.
Yeah, so.
Fair enough, fine. But you know who we haven't had on? Anarchy Ball. We're gonna have him.
That's
on.
true. We have not had
Okay.
Ball.
Of course, we're gonna get Aaron. We're gonna get Paz back on. We're gonna talk about a couple other people. We're actually talking about organizing a couple of the mongooses. Get them on an episode talking about their experiences in the military. I have everybody from all the 4 branches of military. We're ready to go, so we're probably gonna record that soon too.
Speaking of mongooses, you did a great job explaining Bitcoin on the Biting the Bullet podcast.
I know. Thanks a lot. You know, it's thanks. I got to thank Safadine. He's a great guy. He writes a great book.
Yeah.
No, but that was a really good episode, I thought.
Yeah, it's true. Bitcoin, it's the future. You know, I do still follow a lot of shit coins, but you know, Bitcoin is the future.
That's true.
I guess is what Carr would say. I think we've both been simultaneously. We've been attacking him, and then we've been praising him. That's good. That's good. That's great.
We like to build him up so we can knock him down further.
I see the old punch-up method.
Oh yeah, but I don't think we're punching up on Carr.
Am I passing you in followers yet? What's the deal here? How the hell do you have 2,000 followers? How am I not?
Carl has 2,000 followers.
I am not going to.
Over 2,000 followers. I am.
How many do I have?
I don't know.
400. I don't know. I keep really close tabs on every single one of you because I will pass every single one of you and I will laugh in your faces when it happens.
Good
I
luck.
am so
All
good.
right.
Well, I'm sure you're way past me. I don't even know how many I have.
Slappy, I don't want to laugh at you, Slappy. You know, I like you a lot. It's Rollo. I want to laugh at Rollo.
Okay.
Rollo's
Slappy, you have 715 followers.
Oh, that's really good.
Which, considering that you don't ever tweet and you still have half the amount that Bird does, I'd say that's pretty pathetic, Bird, for you.
You have 2,039 followers, and I could pass you easily. I just got to do a couple more ops. That's easy.
Oh yeah, you could. Well, why hasn't it happened?
And wait, hold on. What's your ratio like? How many people you follow? Because
yeah, tell them what my ratio is, Bird.
It's a good ratio. Mine's probably slightly better, but it's a good ratio.
Wait, well, hold on.
384 to 1,444, Rollo. Come on.
Okay.
Now. It's probably around the same.
I thought you were following everybody.
I follow everyone.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I'm gonna pass all of you one day. And I will make you eat my dust. That is what's gonna happen. I'll grow my own dust, and I'll sell it.
Get the Fermunda dust.
Yeah, right. Oh, I am so committed.
I got it from the Jewish deli down the street.
One of the, you know what's annoying? The actual Fagcast Twitter account is very fast approaching passing us in followers, and that
because it's way better than you.
It really irritates me to no end. Really irritates me. I mean, all the people who work on that account, and we have several, they do a great job. But I mean, I tweet Beepus about twice a day, and I don't have nearly as many followers as I should.
All right. Well, hold on. I'm gonna go to. Let's see why Birdarchist doesn't have that many. You're stuck on 1,400. Dude, you're like 600 below me.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty close. I'm pretty
Carr
close.
have?
Carr has got just slightly under me. He has got 1369.
Nice.
1369. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, we're all kind of orbiting in the same general area. I'll tell you what, Rollo, I have way more interaction than you, Rollo. That's not even a competition. I mean, you should scroll through some of these tweets. 35 likes, 40 likes. Rollo, come on now. I mean, this is crazy.
It's because people know that I don't have a weak constitution. And
You're saying they're trying to make me feel better. What do you got?
really,
You got
I mean,
3 likes,
that's why I interact with you.
9 likes, 10 likes.
Why do you think you're on this show right now?
7 likes? This is, I mean, you could do better than this. I don't know, Rollo.
Well, it's because not everyone likes caviar, but it doesn't mean it's not expensive. And
No, not everybody likes your
regarded.
huge biceps, Rollo. I'm telling you, I am going to wage all-out war on the libertarian podcaster community until I have the most followers. I will do it. I really will do it.
Well, I support you, Bird. Go for it.
Thank you, Slappy. And you know what? I will not stop until you have the second most at this.
You're gonna have to work hard for that one.
I will. Well, once you dump Rollo over there, we could really start the podcast.
Take off.
Time ever, yeah.
What weren't we supposed to do that? It was supposed to be the Rollo and Car show, and then
Yeah, and we were gonna talk about smoking cigars, and I don't know, you guys are gonna talk about like sword fighting or something. I don't. I don't know.
good to me.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
I love a little bit of martial arts.
Yeah, I mean, Car and I will talk about cool guy stuff like lard, and you and Slappy can talk about butter and having
and saving people on juries
and having
more followers
and having oral fixations.
How you feeling, Rollo? What's your blood pressure at right now? Are we evening out? Have I helped? Have I hurt?
Well, I think the vinegar in my cucumber salad has helped me.
Oh, good. Very good. What kind of vinegar do you use for that cucumber salad? White vinegar, red wine? What do you use?
Balsamic.
Very nice.
So here's what I do. Oh, all right. Can you fill some dead air for a second while I run to my refrigerator?
How far away do you think his fridge is? Dun, 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 dun. Papa.
I might fall down the stairs or something.
How great would it be if the internet cut?
All right, I'll cut that post production because.
No, that was good. That was a good song.
So I am on a Polish mustard kick.
Okay. What does that entail? What's Polish about it?
It's from Poland.
All right.
Well, do they add something to it?
What do they add to it that makes it Polish?
Why is it better than French's?
This is why you guys are going to have your own podcast and Car. Talk about the finer things in life.
Tell me about the finer things of mustard.
It's just good.
Why don't you I make my own mustard. Why don't you make your own mustard?
Oh, I guess I'm not agorist as you.
That's right. You need victory mustard, Rollo. That's what you need.
Yeah, you can't call. Oh, yeah, the victory mustard guys just reference French's. Oh, okay.
It's good.
So it's so here's what I do. I get my my Kremska mustard.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
It's a nice.
Oh, that is a nice looking smooth mustard there.
Oh yeah, you can.
Is it spicy? What is it?
No, it's mild. It's
Premiat.
It's like a Dijon mustard. So the ingredients are water, white mustard, spirit vinegar, sugar, salt, acidity regulator, citric acid, spices, turmeric extract.
Oh, so
here's the one part where they put an English label on it and described it.
Yeah.
It's mild and delicate taste. Perfectly suits meats and cheeses. Okay. When added to salads, it gives them a distinctive taste.
Uh-huh.
So what I do is I get some mustard in there, salt and pepper, balsamic vinegar,
sure,
olive oil,
very nice,
fresh basil, fresh parsley.
You grow that?
Yes.
Very nice.
I also grow
victory to me.
I also grow the salt.
I scrape it off of clamshells myself.
I after I'm done with my tremendous workouts, I get my sweatband and
very nice.
Boil the water out of there.
Very nice.
And
that's
then
got to be very granulated.
Oh yeah,
it's tremendous.
Yeah, it's orange. Some people like pink Himalayan salt. I use orange orangutan salt.
Oh, gee, that's like a bad dick joke waiting to happen.
Not good.
What?
I don't want to hear any more about your orange orangutan.
Yeah, orangutan salt.
Or
whatever,
your orange
guys.
Orangutan ball sweat. I don't. I don't want to
Said
hear.
headband.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Which head?
Well, same size, so.
Jesus.
I put I haven't been I like to play the game of let's see how long I can go between going to the grocery store.
Sure.
And so I haven't bought onions in a while. So a lot of times I'll throw some onions in there.
Very nice.
But
I
this time
actually like this cucumber salad you have going there.
It's
That is-
delicious. And you can add other vegetables in there, whether it be, slice some onions in there, tomatoes,
Sure.
or maybe some oil cured black olives is a nice touch.
Very nice. Very nice.
Mhm,
You should use
mhm.
Kalamatas, but whatever. Black olive is.
I'm not sure the Kalamata. I love a Kalamata olive, but I'm not sure it would.
Oh, it's nice and mushy in there. Oh, it would be great. It would be great. It's delicious.
Right.
It's fantastic. This is a great podcast. I want to do one all about eating. Can we do that?
Well, remember, we just got the go ahead from Zoom to record forever.
Oh my
So,
God, that's true. I mean, I gotta go now, but hey, get me
do you actually have to go?
in soon. In soon.
Oh,
In
I was
soon.
hoping it was now.
I got to do a lot more of these. I got to make up for all the time. You remember that last summer where you had Carr on about 12 times in a row?
Yeah.
I got to put some work in and make up for that.
All right. Well,
I want to talk philosophy with you, Bird.
Oh, yeah, man. You want me to rant more about how Thaddeus Russell doesn't know how to explain
Yes.
postmodernism?
Yeah, that's what I want.
What a frustrating
Bird, he listens to this podcast.
what a frustrating thing that was, though. What a really
Yeah.
frustrating thing that was,
I have not
Thaddeus.
listened. I didn't listen to that episode, so I can't.
I fully believe Thaddeus Russell knows what postmodernism is and can explain it if given time, as long as Michael Malice isn't shouting in his ear every 2 seconds to try and correct him on things he hasn't fully explained. What a mess of an episode that was.
Michael Mouse was just on Thaddeus Russell's show that was released today. I didn't.
Good.
Listen.
Oh, was it recorded like after that? Because
I don't know. I didn't listen yet.
I would really love to hear the two of those guys who I really like a lot in an episode that wasn't so antagonistic and didn't really progress anywhere. I would like that. So maybe I'll check that out. I'll
Well,
come
Bird,
back.
maybe you should have your own podcast. See how difficult it can be.
Yeah, maybe I should. See, the thing is, and I'm not knocking Michael Malice. I mean, I am, but I'm not knocking him in a serious way. It's whatever. I hope he does it again and lets people talk. But, I can't really talk considering my podcast is about shouting over other people. So I get it. But, postmodernism is one of those really interesting and really important things that we need to start understanding if we're going to understand the world around us, because it's been very influenced by postmodernism. And shouting over people and trying to prove them wrong when they haven't fully explained their point is not conducive to that. And that is all I will say on that matter. I have a lot of things to complain about, guys.
Notice I didn't shout you down right there.
Thank you. Thank you a lot. I call that a victory.
What do you think of the pre-Socratics?
Tell me, what do you think of the pre-Socratics? That was good. I like the part where Thaddeus Russell insisted that Socrates came up with logic. That was like Socrates had no prior influences. That was good.
Yeah, you invented it.
You're a historian, Thaddeus. What are you doing? I don't know. I can't wait till I get real street cred, and then I can have Thaddeus on the show and not let him explain himself and shout him down. Man. Take my deep breath there.
Yeah, we're going with dead air for a bit.
Yeah.
I'm letting it happen.
Yeah. I got a lot to complain about a lot of the times, and mostly you guys get those messages anyway. So
Well, this is perfect because it makes people forget about all the whining, complaining I had in the beginning of the episode.
yeah, absolutely. Right. Because honestly,
Hey, you're the bad guy.
I would never even argue with you. I will complain more than probably most people you know, because I am always
Well,
unsatisfied.
you're short New Yorker, so.
That's right. That's true. It's
Were
not
you the guy in that video, the bagel
Dude,
place?
I'll tell you what, I am not the guy in the Bagel Boss video, but the day that happened, we passed by the Bagel Boss where that occurred. And
Really?
Yeah, before it occurred, or maybe as it was occurring. It was at like 9 a.m. we passed it. I was
Nice.
actually pointed it out, and I was like, I'd like to go into that establishment, and I've not done it yet. Shout out to the Bagel Boss guy. I'm really sad to hear that the Bagel Boss guy is a faker. It kind of sucks.
What happened?
He's a YouTube comedian. Like, he does that as a thing.
Oh, that wasn't like a real...
No, I don't think it was. I mean, he got punched. That was real, but
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
got taken down, but
so does Joey Salads, and his shit isn't real either. Like, yeah,
a
you're
clown.
gonna get punched because you're annoying, but I wish it was real.
Oh, is Joey Salad? Is he like your boy, or is he like Staten Island or something?
I don't actually know now that I think about it.
Is that salad fingers?
That is not. Wow, that was a Salad Fingers reference in 2019. That's crazy.
They
Wow.
came out with a recent one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You probably love Salad Fingers.
That's the greatest thing in the world.
It's so your sense of humor. It's crazy.
I like rusty spoons.
Dude, I remember when those came out. It was like 2006 when those things came out.
Was it that old?
I was
Yeah.
like a child when those came out, and I probably shouldn't have watched them.
That is like so. Yeah. That like, you know when they like medicine goes into like the connectors in your brain.
Yeah,
Like that's what salad fingers is to me.
that's so accurate. It's wild. Like that. I
Just the creepy, like really uncomfortable stuff.
so creepy and uncomfortable. I hate it so much, but I really like that someone likes it, I guess.
That's bad. You should see my basement. I mean,
you should see my victory basement, as I call it.
a lot of victories happen down there. Whole lot.
Thanks
All
for
right.
having me on, Chad.
Yeah, I know you 10
Thanks for
o'clock
having
because you have to go and
Oh yeah. I mean, I got 5 extra minutes if you guys want
No,
to outro.
Bert, I actually do want to have you on the talk. You can spit some
Some knowledge. I mean, hey,
rap some philosophy at me.
your people will be in touch with my people.
All right.
can that be after I die or something?
That'll be. We'll oust you off of an episode. Maybe you could take a week off, and me and him will cover it. You know.
That'll even us out.
Yeah. That'll be good.
Yep, we're coming up on 3 years soon, Slappy. I gotta figure out
Crap.
because we've
How
done
long's the blog been up?
it's like 7 years, I think.
Wow,
probably.
you guys have been shouting into the void for a really long time.
Long time.
Holy crap.
Hasn't gotten any better.
Nope.
It's gotten worse.
And it never will.
No.
I think the libertarians need to start acknowledging that we'll never actually achieve anything, and yet we're kind of just here to balance the discourse. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I've settled on that a while ago.
Yeah, I'm okay with that because, like, leave me alone and Bitcoin will ruin the government, and that's cool.
Yep.
I'm not going to stop.
Nah.
Just don't expect any results.
Yeah, that is, Jesus, that's my maxim. I'm not going to stop, but I don't think anything's going to change.
Yeah.
That's my maxim in life.
Didn't we do an episode, Slappy, where it's just like podcasting and blogging is not going to change anything while we podcast and blog?
Yeah. Well, because it's fun. It's a hobby. It's like
Right.
It's a hobby. It's not going to...
Exactly.
It's not important. It's not going to do anything. It's a hobby.
What Slappy is suggesting is that this is not a victory podcast.
This is the Victory Gardens of podcast.
Ah, okay. Fine.
Yeah.
So make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
Tell your friends.
Yeah, yay.
I have fun doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. I love shouting into the void. I love it.
Great.
Yeah,
It's a lot
'cause
of
there's
fun.
a whole lot of us, and it's a lot of fun to be here.
Yeah.
But we got to start acknowledging that shit's not going to change until
We all grow our own garden.
maximizes. Rollo, I used to hate the Bitcoin maximalism thing. Now I get it. Now I really fully get it.
Good.
I get it. It's the only shot.
We're cool people.
Yes, you are.
We're
Yes,
fun
you
people.
are.
So yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Show notes page for this episode.
What, you got a free market story, or we just cutting that?
We already did that. It was in the beginning.
It was a free market failure.
Oh. Okay.
YouTube's a cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As if we
YouTube's a
didn't
cop.
know that already.
YouTube's a cop.
YouTube is Tulsi Gabbard.
Indeed.
It's a garden.
Tulsi Gabbard is a cop would really tear the libertarian community in half. That would be fantastic.
Maybe that was the problem. I connected my keyboard to a cucumber earlier, so
Oh, well, that's probably not going to work.
yeah,
Not a victory cucumber there.
no. So McFlugel.com/156.
Yeah.
Bird, you want to shout out anything or?
Yeah.
Shout it out.
Yeah, follow me at Car Camp It and follow me at Friends Against Government. Yeah, hopefully that'll get Carr some followers. He's really dwindling. And yeah, that's it. Those are my only plugs.
All right. I'll also link to your podcast and that
Yeah.
horrible AOC tweet, so you can
Please
all
do.
see it.
So you
See
can
why I rage so much. Watch the video, 'cause I don't think anyone
completely overreacted. You
the first time a libertarian has ever overreacted to anything in the
It's
history.
true.
of libertarians.
That is correct.
That is true.
That's a fact.
It's the first. All right. Do we have anything? Oh, go to libertymugs.com.
Liberty mugs.
We just added stickers.
Liberty
People-
stickers.
People have already started buying stickers.
Very nice. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
That is a great thing that you've done, I must say. I really
Thank
like the
you.
Liberty brand a lot.
Yeah, so go buy the sticker that says Birdarchist is a big poopy pants.
Oh, do you have that? Can you put a
No,
sticker out there that says you might not be able to, sticker company might not post it, but can you get one out there that says head jerk off? Because I've heard a lot of people want that.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah. Head jerk off. That would be good.
Can I just put head Birdarchist? It says the same thing.
Can you just put head
Oh, hey, I'm Birdarchist. Catch
I'm gonna
a wave. I'm gonna go play volleyball.
I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna break my stupid foot.
How do you break your foot? How do you get a knee to your foot playing volleyball?
He told me the story, actually. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. Rest in peace, Carr's foot.
At least I had a religious book drop on my foot.
Oh, my God.
weekend.
Which one?
My left foot.
Oh.
Oh, we're sure that. It wasn't mine. I think it was a sign
That's
from
still
God.
very vague. It wasn't your religion? It wasn't your book? I don't know.
It wasn't my book.
Oh, okay.
But I took it as a sign from God that I need to
Okay.
change my ways.
Okay. Yeah, it's,
And I don't think
K-pop.
having you on the podcast was helping that.
It helps more than you know, friend. It helps more than you know. With your cloud, at least.
Yeah.
Let's.
I don't think he likes. I don't think God likes Protestant heathens.
That's probably. This is not. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. I've withstood man of the cloth long enough. That
What's
you
not
call
gonna
me
work?
And it's not going to work. It's.
Don't worry, I have my ways. All right. So, do you have anything else to say for yourself, Bird?
Thank you, Slappy, for doing what you did.
I
On the.
Oh, that, yeah.
You saved a couple men's lives, and I really appreciate it. Rollo, thank you for always being a consistent and entertaining source on Twitter, and for striving to advance the libertarian message for the past 7 years with that blog and 3 with this podcast. I appreciate both of you. You've done a lot more than a lot of people I can think of.
Next week, we'll have someone on the podcast who doesn't kiss ass.
I got to let the people know, you know.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks, Bird.
Yeah. Thank you.
And thanks for coming on.
No problem. Get me on again, man. I got to start passing up that car guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how these download numbers do.
Sure. I'll do my best. I'll push it out. I have a lot of clout, as you know.
Not really. All right. Thanks for listening. We will catch you next week.
Peace.
Gonna work, Rollo. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm ready to murder everyone and everything.
I can imagine. This is good. This is good.
Apparently, I never thought August 1st was going to come around. And it did. And YouTube is the worst. It is. So you have to like download like professional encoding software.
Yeah, okay.
But then like the instructions they have are like for the outdated version of the software. So it's like, I can't figure out how to do it. There's one where it's like Wire Live or something. That's what I downloaded. And then there's also this Adobe one.
Mm-hmm.
But the Adobe encoder has not been updated since 2016. So the link I send you to is just like a list of all the software that they no longer use.
I was gonna say, is this besides the computer update?
Yeah, no, the computer update was the easy thing. It was just like,
I was gonna say, but you had several things to do. Basically, we should just start recording and complaining.
It's already recording because I got to use Zoom, and we're on a 40-minute time limit.
Oh, nice.
So,
okay, well that's good. I know how to fill 40 minutes of time with nothing but bullshit. That's kind of what I do most of the time.
So we are starting right now. Okay, I'll edit this in. I'll probably throw this on the end of the episode just for giggles and whatnot.
Where's
All
my
right,
man
Slappy,
Jones
you ready?
too? Oh, there he is.
Can you hear me? See me?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 40 minutes. 9:35 is we hear you, Slappy. I'm just not happy right now at all.
I feed off of your anger.
Yeah, you know what? It's perfect because
Why are we? When did we start using Zoom?
Because YouTube is stupid and they just messed everything up. So this is good because when this whole stupid gardening thing happened, I was all twerked up over it. So now I'm twerked up again. So
how did you get twerked up over the stupid gardening thing? It was a joke the whole time. It was
not you.
Oh, right. I was gonna say, how do I tweak you up and I don't even know it?
All right. I'm going to start this episode. We're going to do the intro and the outro. All right, ready? 3, 2.